what is AI, right? Or why is everyone so excited about AI currently? It's a little bit hype. It's a little bit truth. It's a little bit Silicon Valley needs something new to sell to keep the funding and the pipelines going. So it really just depends on who you ask, but there is tangible items in the market. So by starting out educationally, artificial intelligence, computer science, right, is the main piece here at the top. Artificial intelligence is the way of leveraging computers to simulate some degree of human intelligence, right? And there's a scale of human intelligence that you really kind of are aiming for. AGI, which is like the tip of the spear of where we no longer become our top performers, our top 99 percentile geniuses are basically the low tail of what AI can do. That's years away, but if anyone is really interested in that type of understanding about artificial intelligence, I'd recommend reading the book The Coming Wave to kind of get to where at least my understanding is of the where AI is being used, where it has been used before, and even more importantly, some of the risks associated. But it's not just for our businesses, but it goes well beyond that as well. So the other reason why is that in order to actually use and what has been discovered, the best way to lever from a technology perspective, artificial intelligence are the GPUs, the graphical processing units that come from companies that we may now be familiar in lexicon, AMD, and really the companies that made the video cards, right? It winds up being way better in order to run artificial intelligence than the typical CPUs that are built for longer calculations. These are built much more for very short, broken down calculations, like creating the pixels right on a screen. That is ultimately why you hear about it. So that is when you read the book The Coming Wave and by Mustafa Suleiman, who was the gentleman that built DeepMind, that basically created the model that beat the South Koreans and the Chinese in Go, which may or may not incidentally have created the world that we live in now because it made a move that everyone thought was wrong. It wound up being 30 turns later that move was the reason why the actual program beat the human who had trained his entire life on Go, right? It was the first time in this AI world where we could not explain what a model did. Everyone thought what the model did was inaccurate. It wound right, and that's like common across every person, the 10,000 people in the room, and it wound up being that humans could not see why that was correct, right? And still probably to this day, upon analysis, cannot. So that's one piece of the world.